Angus's intro guitar riff for Who Made Who defies human capability. It's a lightning-fast riff originally recorded using only hammer-ons. Malcolm also shines with an off-time rhythm for most of the song. For the solo, both brothers come in on the one count, and while Malcolm keeps a steady rhythm, Angus manages to cover the entire fretboard with lightning-fast licks. Angus also shines on the rhythm, arpeggiating both the chorus and last verse to the song. Phrase 1 begins with movable power chords, starting with the C5, index on the 5th string 3, ring on 4th string 5, and pinky on 3rd string 5. Strum twice, then mute. The rhythm can be a little tricky. Count eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and strum on the and after 1 and again on the and after 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Mute the first chord right away. 1 and 2. Then let the second chord ring out until the next measure. And 3 and 4 and. Muting on 1, strum on and, mute on 2, strum on and riding out and 3 and 4 and. The song starts with an intro on the C5 rhythm. Then when the band comes in, we mix this up with other chords. Starting on C5 for a total of 4 repetitions. That would be 1 repetition. Then you move the fingering to the A5, 6th string, 5th fret, 5th string 7, and 4th string 7. Apply the same rhythm. Strum twice, then release. The A5 is played twice, then drop down 2 frets to G5. Play this 4 times. Play it 2 more times, and then move back to the C5. Repeat the strum pattern a total of 4 times, then repeat the whole rhythm. From the C5 to A5, G5, back to C5. In phrase 2, we learn the main guitar riff. First, Angus plays a quick intro, holding a C octave, index on the 4th string 10. The bottom of your index finger should lightly touch the 3rd string, preventing it from ringing out. Place your pinky on the 2nd string 13 and strum through the 2nd string. Then bar your index across the 10th fret and strum 4 through 2 again, sliding down the neck. I'll demonstrate 3 different ways you could play the main riff. First, using all hammer-ons, which is what Angus played on the original recording. Hammer your index to 4th string 2, then your middle to the C note on the 5th string 3. Next is ring on the 4th string 3, back to C, pinky on the 4th string 5, back to C, 4th string 3, then C. This is repeated a total of 8 times and is played over the C5 power chord rhythm. Next, we move the fingering to accompany the A5 rhythm. Hammer the 5th string 4, 6th string 5, which is an A note, 5th string 5, back to A, 5th string 7, back to A, 5th string 5, back to A. This A riff is played a total of 4 times, then drop down 2 frets to accompany the G rhythm. Alternating between the 5th and 6th string, start on 2, then the 3rd fret G, 3, G, 5, G, 3, G. Then back to the C riff. Playing this with all hammer-ons can be a bit tricky. To get a similar sound, keep your fingers planted and pick each note. I start with the downstroke on the 4th string, then up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Apply the same picking patterns for the different positions. On most live performances, Angus Young will use this picking technique. A third way you can play this riff is by tapping the notes all on the same string. To do this, you have to hold the 5th string 3rd fret with your picking hand, and with your playing hand, hammer your index to 7, pull to 3, middle, pull to 8, pinky on 10, pull to 3, back to middle, on the 8 and pull to 3. For the A rhythm, your picking hand does not hold any notes. Just drop down 3 frets, hammering 4, open, 5, open, 7, open, 5, open. The G rhythm is the same as the C, but all on the 6th string. Hold 3 with your picking hand. Next, hammer with your fretboard hand on 7, pull to 3, 8, pull to 3, 10, pull to 3, 8, pull to 3. Then switch back to the 5th string for the C rhythm. Here's a practice run using the different methods. Malcolm's rhythm for the chorus hangs on the C5 for a while. Then it changes to a G5 with the same 8th note rhythm. This is played a total of 4 times, then back to the C5 rhythm. C5 a 3rd time, and an end tag, F5, G5, and a fuller inverted C5. You're barring the 3rd fret for strings 6 and 5, and this time you put your ring on the 4th string 5 and your pinky on the 3rd string 5. So we have F5, G5, C5. Angus arpeggiates his chorus chords. Start phrase 4 holding an open variation of the C5 chord. Index on 2nd string 1, 3rd string is open, middle on 4th string 2. Hold this chord shape, pick strings 4, 3, 2, and 3. Next, add your ring finger to the 4th string 3rd fret. By adding the F note, the name changes to a C5 sus4. Pick the same strings, 4, 3, 2, 3. Then repeat the whole rhythm. It's played for a total of 4 passes. The break uses full chords, starting with G, that's the pinky on the 1st string, 3rd fret, ring on 2nd string 3rd, open 3rd, open 4th, index on 5th string 2nd, and middle on 6th string 3rd. Strum G, then switch to an F bar chord. Bar your index finger across the 1st fret of all 6 strings, middle to 3rd string 2, pinky to 4th string 3, and ring to 5th string 3. If you're just starting out, you might want to just stick with the power chords until you build up enough finger strength to play a full bar chord. So we have G, F, then switch to C. The full C chord is the 1st string open, index on the 2nd string, 1st fret, 3rd string open, middle on the 4th string 2nd fret, and ring on the 5th string 3rd fret. After C, we switch back to G and strum twice. Then repeat this section, G, F, C, G, G. Next, we switch back to the arpeggiated rhythm, open C5, add F to make it C5 sus4, C again, then add the F picking the 4th string, 3rd string, and strum strings 3 through 1. In phrase 5, the rhythm behind the lead guitar rocks between an open A5 power chord and a G ghost note, meaning you do not pick the note. The A5 is 5th string open with an index bar on the 2nd fret of the 4th and 3rd string. The A5 comes right in on the 1 count to contrast the 8th note rhythm for the verse and chorus. To sound the G ghost note, just lay your index finger on the 6th string 3rd fret and follow it up with a downstroke on an A5. So as we start off, we have chord, ghost, chord. Next, we have 3 chords with 2 ghost notes in between. Chord, ghost, chord, ghost, chord. Let it ring out. Then 4 chords with 3 ghost notes. Chord, ghost, chord, ghost, chord, ghost. Chord rings out. Repeat. The last time, play 3 of each. Chord, ghost, chord, ghost, chord, ghost. To end, play G5, down 2 frets to F5, back up 2 frets for an inverted C5 by lifting your ring finger and barring the 3rd fret of string 6 and 5 with your index, and your pinky is already on the 4th string 5th fret. Strum, put your ring finger back to play a G5, G5 again, then down 2 frets, and there's an 8th note buildup on F5 for 2 measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. For phrase 6, the guitar solo begins with 1st string pull-offs, 8, pull off to 5 to open, then 7, pull off to 5 to open. I use my ring and index finger for the fretted notes and repeat a total of 4 times. Then drop down in time with the rhythm, A5, then chord, ghost, chord, ghost, chord. Then repeat the whole section. Phrase 7 starts on the 3rd string 7, pull to open. Next is 10, pull to 7, pull to open. Played 4 times. Hammer to 5, give it a slight bend, slide up to 7, pull to open. I had to listen to a live recording for the next group of notes because they're difficult to hear on the studio recording. So on the 4th string, what Angus does live is he pulls from 10 to 7 to open, repeat. Move to the 5th string, 10, pull to 7 to open, repeat. Move to the 6th string, 10, pull to 7 to open, then slide up and down the neck. Phrase 8 wraps up the guitar solo, holding the 3rd string 7 and tapping with the edge of the guitar pick. Start on the 17th fret, tap 3 times, move up to the 18th fret, tap 3 times, 19, tap 3 times, up to 20 and tap 8 times, up to fret 21, tap 3 times, up to fret 22 and tap 8 times. After the guitar solo, Angus arpeggiates the verse, starting with the same C5 to C5 sus4 that we played in the chorus. This is played twice. Next, hold only the 2nd string 1st fret and pick the open 5th string, open 3rd, and 2nd string 1st fret, back to the 3rd string. Repeat. Then switch back to the C5 sus4, picking strings 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, and repeat. Then back to the C5 to C5 sus4 rhythm. During the last chorus, there are some short lead fills along with some slight rhythm variations to sections we've already learned. Phrase 10 starts on the 2nd string, 20th fret with heavy vibrato. Then repeat the chord changes. Full G, F, C, G, G. Back up to the 20th with vibrato. Phrase 11 is a lead fill played on the 2nd string 15 with an index bend to 3rd string 17, 17 again with vibrato. Next is the 2nd string 18 to 1st string 15, then 18 with a bend. 1st string 15, 18, 2nd string 18 bend, and slide down the neck. For the remainder of the song, the lead guitar repeats the G riff that we learned earlier. The end for the rhythm guitar starts off with staccato power chords: G5, mute, F5, mute, C5, mute, then an open G less the 1st string, letting the chord ring out. The next 3 chords avoid the 1st string as well. You have the F, C, G, then a full open G, F we learned earlier, but only strum 6, 5, 4, and 3. C without the 1st string. Back to G. The rhythm ends with full F, C, and G.